You know, with Comic-Con coming up, there's been something of a dry spell in movie news.
And there's a new Alien game, and Sigourney Weaver's actually going to be in it.
Alakazoo, dry you.
Oh, that was the dry spell, like a magic spell.
That was the dry spell, and I tried to cast it.
Today is Friday, July 11th, 2014. We're back in the studio, back to business, back in black.
Hey, guys.
Men in black.
Thanks for
None
having
of
me
us
here.
are in black.
Pretty much it. I'm Eric.
I'm Jake.
I'm Mike.
I'm at Eric Striffler on Twitter.
Oh.
I'm at Jake Baldino on Twitter.
When am I? I'm at MW10T.
Boom.
Can you change that?
Yeah, easily.
I might have to do that.
But don't do it yet.
I won't
Because
right
they're
now.
all going there.
It's MW10T.
Yes.
So do it now, quick.
So yesterday, I watched like all the episodes of the new Sailor Moon.
I'm sorry, did I ask you what
Did you
did
really?
yesterday?
No, I'm just saying, like I did that, and it was okay, I guess. Not as good as the original Sailor Moon, though.
Movie news.
Yeah.
Did Sailor Moon get naked?
Is Sailor Moon going to
Nope.
be at Comic-Con?
Probably.
Okay, because I got a bunch of things that aren't going to be at Comic-Con.
Is that the news?
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. Comic-Con's coming up, and so most studios don't want to reveal information because they might as well do it at Comic-Con.
Gonna blow your load.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Excuse you. Enough.
Well,
But so that makes sense.
Yeah,
so
last
it's a
year-
bit slow this week, and I'm sure next week as well, because then I think the week after is Comic-Con, or maybe one more after that.
Has it been a whole year since last Comic-Con already?
I don't even know what month it is.
It's.
I mean, like last Comic-Con.
I'm going to tell you.
Was when we found out Ultron was the Avengers.
Yeah, this is so weird.
Wow, and Batman versus Superman. That was
Holy
last-
crap! Oh man, life is
Jeez.
going quick. We're gonna be dead soon. But
Yeah.
so, like I said, kind of slow movie news week. I could tell you that the Gremlins remake got a director. I could tell you
could?
that there's a live-action Dumbo in the works from the writer of Transformers, but I won't.
Whoa!
Wait,
So-
Dumbo,
Elaborate on that.
Stop
No,
everything.
that's all there is to
Please,
say.
no,
That's
it's
all
like
there is to say.
Dumbo to flies, like Dumbo flies and poof, and he goes, I got this.
Like
Probably
a,
not gonna
a
happen.
panning shot, like a spinning shot, and there's a sunset behind Dumbo, and he's
No,
looking
it's
I
up.
just hope the mom sings that song.
Dumbo is flying around like,
It's like
there's
a realistic-
airplanes. Like, remember Pearl Harbor when the airplanes
yep,
like
yep.
crashing into each other? But like,
Oh,
there's
so
a-
he's like a fighter jet.
no, like he's like, whoof, whoof, woof,
Oh,
woof.
okay.
But like there are planes coming after him.
Oh, like
Yeah,
in
that'd
Iron Man.
actually be pretty sick.
Like
That
imagine
would be
like you
cool.
know like in movies where there are airplane chases and like
he's,
they're
like,
doing the
banking
tumble
and dodging
where it's like
bullets.
where it's
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
shoot a missile and it's like we gotta spin so the missiles spin and they hit each
Yeah.
other.
Yep.
Dumbo does that. Really
Oh,
fast.
that'd be incredible.
Maybe he will.
That would
Maybe
be
he does.
absolutely
We
incredible.
could talk about that, but we won't.
Okay.
As if
Damn.
we didn't. But so Comic-Con. Let's talk about Comic-Con already, though,
Oh.
because it's already starting to affect us.
Jesus.
Guess
This
what
is-
won't be at Comic-Con? You're
Apparently.
not guessing if you're looking. By the
Well,
way.
I already know because I follow these things.
I don't.
Yeah, apparently not going to be at Comic-Con. Could this be true?
Nope.
You think it's fake?
I think
It's
okay,
insane.
Start with the first one.
All right, so apparently Batman v Superman will not be at Comic-Con
It will
this
be.
year. It's gotta be.
There's got to be something.
Zack Snyder is like always like dropping shit at Comic-Con. Always since
Drop-
the dawn
drop-
of time.
Yeah,
Since the dawn of
I
time.
get it. Dawn of
Zack-
Justice. But
that what you're going
the
for?
other one is Star Wars 7. I believe that one.
Star Wars I can believe because Star Wars
Yeah.
is its own thing. It
They're
does what
still
the
like
fuck it
coming
wants.
out with casting news for
Yeah.
that goddamn
Right.
film.
Now, that is interesting, though.
Star Wars does whatever Star Wars wants.
Well, sure. Now, what's interesting is because they might not be at Comic-Con, I figured, well, then let's talk about some news that we got from those this week, just in case we won't be talking about them big time in a couple
There
of
you
weeks.
go.
Okay.
I mean,
Actually, it's not real big news at all.
So why
None
would
of
you do
none of
that?
this is big
Why
news.
would you do that
But
to me?
just because we talked about it last week, remember that we thought there might be 3 more villains than we expected?
Yeah.
Apparently, that's not true.
okay.
Okay.
Fine.
That's
I
fine,
don't
I'll
care.
take it.
Who cares?
Who-
All of this is fucking stupid. I
Oh.
don't care. And then Star Wars Episode 7 is... And this, I think, was also just a rumor. It was official, and then they were like, nah. So I don't know.
With
Take
Kevin
this with a grain
Smith's-
of damn salt. No, not that. But that was great. That 11-minute thing he
Yeah.
did, that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that was
I
cool.
really enjoyed
I
listening
got
to that.
chills listening to it. I was
Hell
like,
yeah,
oh,
hell
man.
yeah. He's a great speaker.
He's good
cool.
at articulating. Yeah, definitely.
Episode 7 is filming in IMAX 2D and will be converted to 3D.
Okay, I mean that's kind of just the way things go now.
Yeah, honestly, I would say the last 3 years that really hasn't mattered.
No.
It used to be a couple of years ago. It used to be like, ugh, 3D conversions look terrible.
Now
But then,
it's
like
just-
after
They're getting-
James
yeah.
Cameron did it with Titanic and it looked amazing, I'm like, 3D
yeah,
conversions
if it's
are fine.
not a rush job, it'll look fine. You know,
Correct.
Whatever. Still don't need it.
But now, speaking of things we don't need, we got a trailer for Exodus: Gods and Kings.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is so
and a
funny.
poster. The poster is so bad.
Okay,
Oh.
I didn't see the trailer, but I saw the poster and I laughed. And I don't. I like
Wait,
everything,
well-
but that looks stupid.
Well, first of all, how many goddamn times have we heard the Moses story told? After I saw the Rugrats do it, I don't need any more.
And then
Yeah.
what was it? The king.
And then
The
Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great movie.
The Passover scene is terrifying.
Yeah.
when they kill all the babies.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Passover's no joke, man.
Yeah. It's like
Passover's no joke.
Pass over that
you
baby.
gotta spill blood on your house.
Yeah,
and
oh my god, and the plagues and stuff when the plagues show
plagues
up.
are all just
Horrifying.
like Moses is like, hey, listen, Pharaoh, you're no good. So I'm going to torture every single Egyptian that's completely innocent because of you.
Yeah, Pharaoh's a
Good.
dick. So now basically, is that the setup for this movie or what?
I have no fucking
Because
clue.
I didn't see the
So
trailer.
yeah. Christian Bale comes in and goes, "Hey, Pharaoh!" And he goes, "What?" And he says, "I can't control this." And then it shows like the hail coming and the river turning into blood.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, "We're not working together professionally."
Yeah.
So is Christian Bale in this? Is he?
He is
actually,
in this.
Is he
He's
actually
God.
Moses
He's
or
not
is
God. He's Moses. He's
God
dope.
goes into him. He goes,
Well, yeah.
"Ah!"
Is
Like,
he
the light
now?
goes-
Is he Moses or is he just like
He's
a
Moses.
white man who
White.
like time traveled back to
He wakes up,
Egyptian
he goes,
times?
He
time
kills the real
machine-
Moses.
Yes. His time machine lands on Moses. He's like, I gotta do everything Moses
And then
did.
his feet shrivel up and the shoes
Yeah.
come off.
It's.
What?
I can't even say it.
What?
I can't even
This is all
say it.
blasphemous.
No, I can't
But,
even say it.
So the poster looked bad, right?
All right, I'll say it.
Did the
I was
poster-
gonna say it's
Uh-oh.
it's like Back to the Future, where Christian Bale goes way back in time to stop his ancestors from creating like Judaism.
This is what you didn't want to
Something.
say.
Judaism.
That's really anti-Semitic and
Okay,
terrible.
good. Well, who
He
cares?
goes- it would
We're
be
knocking
Mel
him off.
Gibson going back in
Yeah, it
time
would be
to
Mel
eradicate the Jews.
If Mel Gibson was starring, that would make more sense.
But so you saw the poster. The poster looked terrible, huh?
yeah,
How about the trailer? The trailer looked pretty boring as hell.
Yeah, it was
Well,
like,
I
it
have
was like-
zero interest in this.
zero interest.
From the day one. As soon as they announced it, I was like,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. Like, it's
I
Ridley
don't
Scott.
care.
It's
yeah, what the hell? Ridley, do
Scott's
something cool,
last
man.
movie was utter garbage.
Which
The
one?
Counselor.
Oh, did
I-
he direct that?
Yeah,
he
that
did.
movie sucked.
Holy
I know.
shit.
The thing is, though, is that I mean, everybody hated Prometheus. I liked it.
Did everybody hate Prometheus?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh
hate,
yeah.
but definitely very if.
I liked it visually, and it was fun. So I'm hoping that maybe I don't know. What the hell like is this movie even about?
Aaron
look at
Paul is in it.
Who's Aaron Paul? Why are all these white people in it?
I don't know, but I'm trying to eat. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't.
It's okay.
Don't ask me to carry it along when I haven't seen the trailer. But
Aaron Paul calls up and goes, "Yo, Moses."
Did you even see Aaron Paul?
Aaron Paul on Twitter said, "Yo, check out this trailer."
I couldn't see him.
No, I didn't see him at all.
And they
They
posted
didn't
a
put
picture
him-
of him, and I couldn't see him.
They didn't
posted
post
a
him
picture.
in the
They're like, Can
trailer?
you spot Aaron
Where is
Paul? And I
he?
was like, what the? Where?
He's actually playing Bush number
You know why?
two.
Because he's probably got makeup on, like what's his name does, and they look so different.
Yeah.
Except for Christian Bale. Christian Bale just looks like Christian
Literally
Bale,
just looks like Christian Bale.
which doesn't make any sense.
No.
Anyway.
Um,
anywho.
So the other trailer we got though, and this is someone who looks exactly like the person who's playing.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy. All is by my side. This is the Jimi Hendrix movie that did not get clearance for Jimi Hendrix music.
Yeah.
Wow. Like what? Why does this have to exist?
I tell you what, it looks like a good movie.
Looks like fun. I mean, they were making the movie and then they got.
It looks a little dull, but I mean, I don't know. It seems like it's a little fun. And Andre 3000,
Looks
who is
exactly
now,
like
who is
him.
now an actor, and he's called Andre Benjamin.
Well, that's his
Um,
name, right?
Andre Benjamin Button.
I wish it just said. I wish it said Andre 3000.
I know. He looks incredible. Like,
I'm
he-
better than all 2000 before me.
Yeah, I'm Andre number 3000.
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
pictured
yeah.
him like a robot. I am Andre 3000.
Good
Yo,
for you.
Outcast. I don't know. Like what is
I'm
he
an
say?
outcast.
I'm sorry,
Well, you know,
Miss.
but, you know, he's
I'm
from
sorry,
Outkast,
Miss
right?
Jackson.
I am for Anyway,
Hey,
yeah. So it looks alright.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool, but I gotta tell you, that trailer, like, it is glaringly obvious that they don't have the Jimi Hendrix music because it's just like generic sounding music that kind of sounds like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
But the only other movie news
Don't
that I
say
felt
it's
was worth
so.
mentioning, is a trailer that I hope none of you watched.
What is it?
Gone Girl.
I didn't.
No,
watch
I didn't watch it.
Good, because why the fuck would you? I got enough.
Yeah, I got
This
it.
is only
yeah.
gonna spoil the movie.
Yeah, I am excited for this just because Fincher.
Yeah, that's
but
why I
tell
didn't
you,
watch the trailer.
That first thing, I was like, okay. I think we talked about that. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess.
We were like,
yeah.
come on, Finch.
I thought it looked cool.
I tell you though, the posters, everything else, really cool.
Mhm.
Also, Ben Affleck, really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's just cool.
Yeah,
This is Batman origin.
maybe.
At the end of the movie.
No.
At the end of the movie, it's like he's drawing in a book. He draws like
Puts on
little,
a cowl. It's
Yeah.
completely irrelevant to the rest
Yeah.
of the movie.
Yeah, or like that.
turns around at the camera, goes, "Now
I'm Bat, and
the
it just
Dark
cuts
Knight
off.
will rise."
I was gonna say like the end of the movie, like he runs away to the mountains and becomes a ninja and learns how to train to be a Batman.
Oh, Batman Begins.
He runs away
Yeah,
to the
basically,
mountains
it
to
just-
become
They just
Batman.
Everything-
remake.
sorry.
The second half of this movie is just Batman
Sorry,
Begins.
I think everything should be Batman Begins, but that's just me.
I want to see a movie turn into Batman Begins. Like
I could turn any
gradually.
movie.
Like
I could
imagine
turn
like
any
without
movie
you realizing it, and you like subconsciously
It's
you're
like-
like, this is familiar.
You're like, wait a
and
minute.
then
is that Batman? What happened?
It starts off to something totally different.
There's something great about those movies with Liam Neeson because Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins, like whenever he like summons the ninjas or says anything, he says like random words. Like he just says random words that make no sense to like get the ninjas out.
That's what Liam Neeson does in all of his movies.
Like
Yeah.
he'll be like
get
when
the ninjas out. Get the ninjas out.
like he goes like, you mustn't leave any trace, and he's like, Hussy! And like, what?
Yeah, and they're just like, well, we heard him. So
Yeah, it was,
he yelled.
was
"We
that the
come out."
sign? Yeah.
I heard a noise, so I
when
came
I grunt
We were
loud
trying
enough
to-
for you to hear.
I was trying to find a movie to watch with my dad, and we passed by nonstop with Liam Neeson.
I thought
He
it was
like,
fun.
He was like, "Fuck that," and I was like,
Why
"Why?"
would your dad ever
Yeah,
say that?
He
What
was
the
like,
hell?
"It was like, why?" He's like, "I'm fucking tired of seeing Liam Neeson with a gun." doing
Well, yeah,
something."
yeah.
Wow,
that-
your
that's
dad's
all it
pretty,
is.
He's like, "I'm also tired of movies and airplanes."
I
Well,
think-
that's
okay.
different.
I think
He's
you're
like,
rubbing off
he's-
on your dad here.
He said, "Ever since I saw snakes on a plane, I was like, I'm fucking
It was a
done."
decade ago.
Your dad hasn't forgotten.
He's like, never airplane movies ever again.
Some people never forget 9/11.
Airplane
Some
come-
people never forget Flight Snake 100.
Airplane comes up.
Flight Snake 100. Oh my god.
Was that a thing?
Could be
No,
the
I
most
just did that right
brilliant
now.
You did
thing.
not just make that up.
That could be the most brilliant thing I've ever
Can I
heard.
leave? Is that it? I'm
Yeah, you
done,
should
right?
get out.
My
Yeah,
work is done
honestly.
here.
100.
Wow.
Flight of the Snakes too. Flight of the Snakes. I didn't even mean to say that.
I mean, you
Flight
tried.
of the Snakes 2?
I mean, you
I
tried.
was gonna say snakes on a plane too.
Flight of the Snakes 2. Oh, wait, it could be Snakes on a Plane 2. Flight of the Snakes. Flight of the Snakes makes me think of like some kind of classical musical composition. The Flight of the Snakes is like Flight of the Bumblebee. Indiana
Motherfucking snakes.
Indiana Jones 5 Flight of the Snakes.
Exactly. That would be a subtitle.
Oh, he's gotta be
Just
snakes.
stay inside the whole time.
He kicks down the door and there's
He's like,
snakes.
I'm not going out. He's got an umbrella.
not doing it this time.
My leg hurts.
I
I'm not going
hated
out.
them when they were in the ground, and now they're flying.
What do you
Mike
Oh,
Wazowski.
He becomes an old Jew.
No, I'm Roz from Monsters.
First they were in the ground, now they're in the sky.
Hey guys, we have TV news.
Wow. Anyway, your dad's a real cool guy.
Now, both of these are actually really more like internet news, but because they have parts of them that have to do with TV, I figured, hey, we'll mention them at
Hey,
TV
yeah.
news because I don't feel like remaking the image to say internet.
Hey, YOLO.
YOLO.
Good idea. Yeah.
So first off, is you guys ever heard of this YouTube channel called Schmoes Know?
Nope.
Schmo. No.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Of course, the
No,
Schmoes.
they're the best.
Pals, you were just on their podcast. I was on their
Mhm.
podcast last
Yeah,
year.
I love those guys. They're great.
You're nobody.
Yeah, I was on their podcast, but they fucking deleted it.
They didn't air it.
They didn't air
They
it.
didn't air the damn thing. You looked and you were like, "Is this mic on?" And they were like, "All right, mic,
It
everybody."
was like, why is this not plugged in?
and then they rushed me out of the studio,
They pushed
put me
out.
on the streets.
You guys are gonna pay for my plane ticket home.
A lot of exciting stuff going on with them. Have you heard?
Yeah.
They're starting their pot. Which now
I heard about this. I knew about this before.
Yeah. Same. I talked to
Yeah.
Christian on the phone like months ago.
Got the inside
Inside scoop
Friends.
about
friends in the industry.
this. Actually, when I say months ago, I mean might have been, might have even been like. Well, anyway, they might have been working on it for a while. It was a while ago.
What are they doing?
They're starting their own podcast network. Very exciting, very cool. But the thing that I really want to talk about here, that I think is super cool, is that you can turn on Spike TV during Comic-Con and see the Schmoes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because they're going to be.
What?
I mean, it's on TV, right?
That's
I believe
what I
that's what they
figured.
said.
Spike
They
is-
are the correspondents for Spike's coverage of Comic-Con.
yeah, that's
damn.
crazy.
And it's something to the con hashtag. Something I forget what
I
it
don't
is,
know.
but there's a cool hashtag with it, and it's freaking cool as hell.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm
gonna-
excited.
I wonder how much Gatorade they're gonna get, and Doritos, and Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
That's
they're
really
gonna
that's like
get
a
so
real
much.
gig though.
They're gonna
That's
get a
cool.
lot.
I mean, they keep it real though.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm excited. I just want to mention that because I thought that was super
Yeah,
cool.
good going, guys.
And then the other thing is, this is internet news through and through, but it's technically TV related because they were considering bringing it to TV, and now they're not going to. Coming back this fall is Homestar Runner.
Oh my god, this is so.
Now, what is this? Is this like a game or
Jake?
what? What is this?
Jake, no.
I have no.
I have to admit,
I have no
he
idea what this
revealed
is.
to me that he didn't know, and I didn't want you to know until right now.
Oh, Jake.
What did I do when you said you didn't know what Homestar Runner
You
was?
just like walked away from me.
I
You
walked
faster.
as quick as I
I
could.
feel like walking out of your life.
And
right
he
now.
literally, I started running away from him. And he goes, "What is this part of the game?" And I was like, "What game are you talking about?"
I felt like real disappointment from what you just said, because you were just like, you weren't like yelling and mad. You were just like, "What, Jake? Like
I
it's a
know,
He's
soft
so sad.
disappointment.
So, Mike, why
Oh.
don't you tell Jake what Homestar Runner is,
It's
if
a-
you even can?
It's an internet web show that was
Okay.
like the first like internet
Early 2000s, right?
early 2000s. That was it. Trogdor. You don't know Trogdor?
That's what that thing is from.
Yeah. Strong bad emails.
Okay. Is
Is
this
that-
like a flash? This is like flash animation.
Flash cartoons,
Oh,
yeah.
great! Hooray! Awesome. Really?
They were
That's
the
it?
best. They were the best.
All right, I'll give it a shot. What is this on, like NBC now or what?
NBC.
Comedy,
What the fuck?
Comedy Central. What is this? What is this? Is this Adult Swim?
HomestarRunner.com.
Oh, okay.
You asshole.
No, I think we talked about it because in April they had a new one.
Yeah, they came
But
back.
we didn't
for,
talk about it though, did we?
No, we didn't. They
Oh,
had
so
a.
this isn't even like a big explosion.
Well,
of
no,
new
like
excitement.
they're when
They've
they.
been gone for years,
the
and then they did it one
yeah.
in April. Turns
Wow,
out,
wait.
Yeah.
turns out they did it to gauge interest, and it was more than they could have
Uh-huh.
expected. So
And
they're
they were
coming
like,
back
"Yeah,
in
we're
the
coming
fall.
back." Oh my god, it's like.
And this was, by the way, revealed on the Jeff Rubin show, his podcast, and it was great. I highly recommend it. It's about an hour of him talking to Matt Chapman of the Brothers Chaps.
That was
Is he the comedian guy? Is he from?
Jake, shut
no.
the fuck.
Homestar Runner
Jeff
was.
Rubin.
Jeff Rubin, College Humor.
College humor.
Yeah.
That was like
That was funny or
before.
die.
That was like before everyone used the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like no one like when I go to school, like no one like get it. Like you use the internet. What are you gay and you kiss boys? And it's like,
You could have just said gay.
yeah.
A little redundant.
They they correct them.
Yeah.
Oh man, there are so many like memorable things.
Homestar Runner's incredible.
Teen Girl Squad.
Yeah. So and so, what's her face? The ugly one. Wait, I'm missing one. Shit. I can't think of the other one. Yeah, and then there's of course strong bad email. What else? Strong sad is the best.
Strong Sad was like
Coach Z.
Coach Z. Hey, I'm Coach
And then
Z,
also
yeah.
I love Dudes Games.
Yeah, you go to
The menu, the main menu.
Yeah, the main menu was interactive.
Email.
Every Halloween they had a special.
The Halloween
episode.
specials were my favorite.
Yeah.
There was one with like marshmallow. Oh, you remember my name is Marzipan? There's only one girl. He said on the podcast there was only one girl because his girlfriend at the time could only do one voice. My name is Marzipan.
And they had.
Did you have Marzipan's voicemail? Yeah, right. People would leave
yeah,
him
they had,
messages.
like, voicemails and stuff like that. They had.
Jake, are you getting pumped up or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Sounds like
Jake.
it's really funny for
Now,
me babbling.
can I just tell you something really sad? Most of our audience is going to be with him. They're not going to know what the fuck it is.
Why?
Some of our
younger demographic.
Some of them were born after it fucking started, probably. Nah, that's not
Wow.
true. But
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah, 2003 was a long time.
okay, so
ago.
what? We have an 11. Oh shit, we could have an 11-year-old kid watching. I'm sure we have a lot of 11-year-old kids watching. Holy
Definitely.
shit, they might have been born after 9/11.
Jesus Christ.
That's weird to be born
Christmas.
after 9/11. Yeah. So anyway, this is very exciting. It's coming back in the fall.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that.
I
I'm
can't
happy
wait.
for you guys.
And you
So-
really need to listen to the podcast if you didn't.
I didn't know.
Because he's talking about how they're like, well, we want to. They were like, it kind of stinks like everything. Yeah, not stinks, but he was like, we had fun with the format of the Flash player because like remember sometimes like things would fall out of the video.
Yeah, you could do Easter
You can't do that
eggs.
with YouTube.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
So they were saying they were like maybe we would put like one version on YouTube and then you could go to the website and watch like the extra version or something like that. I think that's the way to go.
That's the thing I felt like with Flash animation that no one else will get. Is like back in the days of Newgrounds and
Yep.
Elon's World and all that stuff like that. Watching cartoons on the internet was such a different thing than now. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, with YouTube, it's like you got the scroll bar.
You also didn't know who else was watching it or how many people had
Exactly,
seen it. Homestar
yeah.
Runner has no numbers on it. For all I knew, I was the only one that knew what it was.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
amazing how
also
things worked back then,
another
right?
thing about old Flashes, I always used to change the quality just to fuck around.
Oh yeah, make it like shitty.
Yeah, just to mess around with it. But so that's exciting. I can't wait. I wish I wore
Yes.
my Homestar shirt today. It's just a red shirt with the Homestar.
I think I had a Homestar shirt too.
Yeah.
Got some merch.
Oh boy, I can't wait. Anyway, that's it for TV news / internet news, whatever the
Sorry,
hell.
Mike.
Ah, Jake.
I apologize.
You have to go. You have to go to Homestar Runner. Well, we know we'll go on after the episode ends, and we'll do some.
Watch a classic.
Yeah. But that's it. Let's take a break.
Jesus, Christmas.
Is that your plug?
Yes.
Okay.
JesusChristmas.com. We have all the kinds of Christmas clocks that you could ever need.
Yeah.
Christmas clocks, Jesus clocks.
And that's it.
Come down if you want to know the time. Christ time.
I kind of like that. That's a good slogan for like a clock place. Come down if you want to know the time. Then you can leave and not spend any money.
Yeah, you just go. What time is it?
7:30.
He has them all set to
See you
different
later.
times, and he's like, "Good fucking luck."
Good luck,
What do you have to
asshole.
plug, pal?
You can plug my YouTube channel. Plug youtube.com/MW10T.
See, now you're gonna change your Twitter, but you're not gonna change your YouTube.
I can't. Can you?
Nope.
That
I
means you
would.
should just
Failure.
It means you should just keep your.
What about you,
Twitter.
Jake?
YouTube.com/becausevideogames. I just did a video on League of Legends and Dota
This
and
is the one
stuff
with the
like
penises?
that. And then I did a review today of
Check out the penis video.
yeah, I did a
Of
review
what?
of Sniper Elite 3.
It's hilarious.
And there's like a montage of just shooting people in the penis
That's
They
great.
should call
with
that
a sniper
game
rifle.
Penis Rifle.
Central.
Three.
Definitely
Penis
check it
City.
Penis Rifle Central.
out. YouTube.com/becausevideogames.
And it might be too late by the time you're experiencing this episode of Pretty Much It, but if you are in New York City on Friday, July 11th at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, obviously. We go by PST even though it's in New York. Pity Applause Live featuring Bohemians. And hey, by the way, even if you don't go, Bohemians are great. Look them up on iTunes.
It's
The
a
song
band.
Grow is really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
band from New York. And so very excited. I'm going to be doing improv comedy with my pals. And that's my story.
Cool beans.
That's your story?
Now, a couple more things to plug here that kind of deal with all of us.
Get your
Yeah.
plugs.
We have a podcast about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Ooh.
I know, I almost said Rise.
I know. It actually
I
should
get
have
them
been.
mixed up.
It's backwards.
It is.
It
The
is
dawn.
backwards.
You think the dawn
Dawn
would
is
come
first,
and
Dawn
then
is first, and then they rise.
Then the
Yeah,
sun rises.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I don't even want to see
Hindsight's
it.
2020.
I don't even want to see it anymore. Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020.
What do you think is it 2020 for apes too? Do they have 2020 vision?
It's probably
They
like,
probably have better. They
probably
got X-ray vision.
Speaking of hindsight, though, they get those red asses on those baboons. Am I right?
Mm,
Speaking of baboons, we don't have a commentary track this week because we're a couple of red-assed baboons. And actually, that was because we weren't in the studio last week. We just in case
Yeah.
anyone doesn't know the
some technical
timeline,
difficulties,
we
yeah.
record a commentary track on Thursday when we record PMI. Then we
Mhm.
release it the following Monday on Patreon. What's Patreon? I'll tell you in a moment. And then we release it to the public on Thursday. You get the whole
Take
deal.
that, public.
Now, what is Patreon?
Patreon.com/prettymuchit
I know what this
is where
already.
you can support your friends here at Pretty Much
Your
It.
best friends
You
here.
get to watch everything for free. We have no ads on our videos. You might have noticed that, and that is thanks to Patreon. So if you'd like to say, hey, you know what? I appreciate that I don't have to watch any ads. I appreciate that you're not trying to pretend that you like some kind of Nerf blaster and lying to me. And I
Shots
appreciate, no
fired.
offense. We used to be there. I'm sorry for those guys, but they're still there. So if you want to say, hey, thanks, you can throw us a buck. You can throw us $5 to get commentary tracks early. Like I said, you get them on Monday. Everyone else gets them on Thursday, like a bunch of peasants.
Hey, you take care of us, we take care of you.
You get presents, they be
Hey,
peasants.
you rub our back, we'll rub yours. You know what? We'll even throw a little bit of interest in there. We'll
with
give
a
you
little bit of happy ending.
a little bit of happy
That's the
ending,
interest.
yeah.
The interest is in happy endings. I
It's-
always like
Yes,
a happy
I'm
ending.
interested in happy endings.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
like happy endings.
so
Imagine
yeah,
if you
Patreon
could
is
pay
super
off
cool.
a bank loan with a back rub.
Yeah.
And a happy ending, though.
And guys like, you guys, your
He's
mortgage
like,
is not
you're
doing
almost
so good.
there. and
Yeah.
and the
guy's
husband
like,
the husband looks at the wife. The husband looks at the wife and he goes, Bobby's college. We need to do
Yeah.
this.
He's like, well, my back is, it hurts so
It
much.
hurts so
so
bad.
sincere.
The happy ending is actually just about his back.
Yeah.
He's like, now tell me a story.
He's like,
Oh, that's yeah.
With a happy ending.
tell me a story.
Yeah, he's like, and it better have a happy ending.
uh,
and they think, and then she like reaches down his pants, and he's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?
Hey, this ain't Snow
I just
White.
want you to tell me a story." Anyway, that's the bank. Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing? The
so-
personification of a bank.
Patreon is super cool, and you might have noticed we now have we have 2 goals to get to at 2700 Scooby Doo live action, of course, and at 2800. Well, you just go take a look.
Oh no.
We don't have a lot of time
We're
to
running
waste.
out of
We're
ti-
running
oh,
out of time.
This is our second movie.
So why don't we
Yeah.
stop talking about it?
And
Clock.
Clock.
Anyway,
Clock stoppers.
Hey,
the
it's
last thing
wait.
is-
How do we rework this into Christ clock stoppers?
oh yeah,
Yay!
full circle.
You can come to my house,
The circle of life.
and buy my clocks and my Crocs and clock stoppers on VHS.
And a little on a croc.
I missed that. What?
We give away a free shirt every week as well
Yeah, check it out.
of Clock Stoppers.
I give away free Crocs every
I
week.
need a Clock Stopper shirt like nothing else right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
now that I
that's
think
pretty
about it.
cool.
Anyway,
I need a Smash
go
Mouth
to
shirt.
prettymuchit.
Sorry.
Well, you could easily get a Smash Mouth shirt.
I
There's
want
still
a Smash
band.
Mouth
Can
tattoo.
you really
There's
get-
still a band.
No, I want like a Smash Mouth shirt of like a picture of them from
Watching Clock
like.
Stoppers.
Like they're pointing at the TV
I just
screen.
pictured a chubby lead singer sitting on the couch.
Somebody once
Like,
No,
told
it just
me.
says some.
SOMB.
Yes.
and then clock, and then a
Christ.
watch.
Well,
The years start going.
it's just one word of a Smash Mouth
Now,
song.
now, 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 now,
Body.
now, now. That's all you need to say, and they know what it is. Body. Some.
half a word.
All you have to say is some,
Yeah,
and everyone in the room. It's like
How?
hap.
How does that even work?
It's like the happy birthday thing.
Yeah.
Hap.
Be
Some.
birthday.
Everyone in the room will start
Not
singing.
even a whole
Body.
word. That's a good song. That means that's a good song. Like if you could remember a song by one
Some.
syllable.
PrettyMuchIt.com/giveaway. Find out how to win a free shirt. And yeah, you get a free shirt. Watch the Monday show to find out. Body. How to win. Or if
I hope
you
nobody
want.
skips past this section.
I hope
because
everybody
that was the
skips this whole
greatest thing
episode.
ever.
I don't give a fuck. Actually, I hope everybody, you can stop watching now because it's time for...
Video games.
Everybody loves video
Now
games.
tell us what the video game
Yeah.
stuff is so I can eat my food.
Video games. Here is the deal, boys. Alien
Don't ask me to
Isolation.
speak.
Alien Isolation is the new Alien game coming out, not based on aliens, but Alien. And it's not shitty like Colonial Marines. I played it at E3, and it's really cool. It's really spooktacular. And we just got confirmation that the original cast from Alien is returning to reprise their roles. We got what's her name as
We got what's her name.
That was it?
Yeah.
What's her name? So and so.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Oh no, damn it! It was what's her face.
We got
I said it.
Sigourney
Damn it.
Weaver as
like
Ripley. We got
Sigourney Weaver as what?
We got the guy as the robot, and the guy as the guy who goes
Guy
mad,
as
and the
the
guy
robot.
with the beard, and the guy with the hat.
The credits. It's like Sigourney Weaver as the guy as the robot.
And it's cool. They released a promo image with it with all the crew members
Android.
sitting around the yeah. That's what
Don't get your automatons confused.
They released
moron.
this really cool promo image of like the whole crew sitting around a table, and they're like video gameized, and it's actually like a beautiful image. It's really cool. It totally captures the feel of the movie.
This,
now the problem is, I'm sorry,
no.
go ahead.
I was just going to say it's unsurprising that they're doing this because they're so gung ho about this like the '80s theme
yeah.
that they're
they're
actually
in
getting
it, like-
the actors back.
Yeah. Now the thing is, it's like cool.
So
'cause-
I can't wait to play them.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool because there's.
I'm gonna go into the store, buy the game,
It'll
maybe
be
a
on the
couple
disc.
days after it comes
Yeah,
out.
there's gonna be character-based missions based around the movie, and you get
Yep,
to play as
but I'm not.
Ripley.
But I don't like to pre-order, so I'm not going to.
Oh well, then you can't play it because
What?
sorry, these cool.
Spit out your food with a spit take.
The missions with the characters reprising their roles from the original Alien is confirmed to just be GameStop pre-order DLC, which is lame.
Wait a minute. So you say they're missions that happen in the movie, like in the movie, like when they're behind the lock.
Like there's a mission when the first chest burster bursts out.
When they're
and
like
hides.
open the door, and
Yeah.
like we can't open the door.
Yeah, and like
That's
when
gonna
they're
be
all,
a boring mission.
when they're all
Like,
walking around the ship like looking.
it's like open the door.
and it turns
No.
out they're just looking for like a cat. And then the end when Ripley is like being chased by the thing, and then she takes off all her clothes.
I did think.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh, yeah.
those missions. But
Is there
you'll
a
only,
mission where like the milk comes out of his head?
It's
Yeah.
not milk; it's acid blood.
Talking about the android.
Oh,
blood.
the android. Oh, it's android milk blood. Androids run on milk in the future.
Hashtag Android milk blood.
I mean, it's probably
Wait, does that mean I
symbiotic
wouldn't
blood.
be allowed to drink it?
If you
I
drink
don't
it, you
know.
turn it into
I
an
mean,
android.
Oh my god, I'm an android.
What is it? Lance Henriksen.
Sorry,
That was
Steve
his name.
Jobs.
I finally remembered his name. Lance Henriksen.
There was also an
Jesus.
article
Who is
out.
that?
That's the actor who played the
oh.
android.
There was an article out about a virtual reality build of the game that won't be available on when it comes out.
As retail, yeah.
Yeah,
not
it's
even a
because
thing.
it said it was full articulation virtual reality, which is a lot different than like all the Oculus Rift demos coming out because it's full like 3D space. Like you tilt your head, you bob up and down, and like your character will move. Like the way you explained it, like there's a button in the game where you hold up like the beep thing where you see where the alien is. If you're using the VR, the camera doesn't go to it. Like you
have to
take
hold
it
it
out.
up.
You hold it
Oh,
up and
okay.
you gotta look at it. Like instead of like you just looking at it like in a video game,
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
physically look at
So
it.
cool.
Which is like, and you get closer, like the dot's getting pretty small.
I tell you, the game was when I played it. The game was really terrifying.
Please pay attention. We're on a mission. The dot's
It
getting
was
pretty
really
small.
scary. So I was
I can't
scared.
wait.
Yeah. Speaking of games though that I'm not really looking forward to. I hate to be.
Wait.
Whoa.
Oh wait, no. I mean, speaking of games, okay, I'm looking forward to Alien Isolation.
what the hell?
Now moving on to a game I'm not looking forward to.
All right.
Although it's early, but I just wasn't impressed. Battleborn has been announced. This is a game by the creators
Battleborn.
Babyborn. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yep.
This is from the creators of Borderlands 2, Gearbox, and they're saying it's not a MOBA style game, but it totally is. It's an arena first-person shooter with all these weird
With
quirky
no
characters.
What the hell's MOBA?
It's a multiplayer online battle arena.
I thought you said there was no guns in it though. Is that
No,
the same
there's
game?
no, there's guns. Oh, that's Battle Cry.
Ah, jeez.
That's from Bethesda. I know exactly. All these games, like it's legit. This is what I made.
Battle Fight.
Yeah, I made a video about this. It's just all these games.
I'd play Battle Boys.
Gun.
Battle
Shoot.
Shooting
guns.
I'm sorry, Mike is
Beetleborgs.
just shouting out syllables at me. I can't even
Beetleborgs.
hear what I'm fucking saying.
Can we be the Battle Boys?
The
Battle
Boys?
Borgs.
The Battleborgs?
Backstreet
The
Boys.
Backstreet.
I think I'd go with Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I'd want to be called the Backstreet Boys. It's like you're the boys, but you're
Well,
from like the back of the street.
It's taken.
Taken 2.
Take it to the street.
Oh God,
That
enough.
was an old joke. Remember? Sorry. Battleborn. Did you see the trailer for it? The teaser trailer?
Is it a real trailer?
No, it's like a pre-rendered thing.
Why the fuck do I care?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a combination of all these different characters from all these different planets. So there's like an elf, then there's like a robot man. I don't know. We've seen it 1,000 times before, but I'm hoping Gearbox makes it quirky enough to work. But I don't know. Whatever. There's so
You're
many
really
of these
pitching
types
me.
of games. It's free. It's probably gonna be free to play.
Ooh.
And they're
Wait,
saying
is that the Cliff Belinsky game?
no. That's our next story.
Not yet.
Story,
Fucking
okay.
And
spoiled it.
please be nice,
Yeah.
Cliffy B.
Cliff,
Cliffy B.
Yeah, but really, Gearbox is saying that they're like, no, it's not just an arena shooter. There's going to be a story, and you're going to care about it. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see it when I believe it. Okay, pal.
Is that you talking?
That's me and the world. Yep.
Why did you put a voice on for yourself?
Because sometimes
He's
that's
like,
how
yeah,
I
I'll
feel.
see it when I believe
Sometimes
it.
I gotta intimidate the
Yeah, I'll
folk.
believe it when I see it.
Believe.
Believe. But the last story on the list, Cliff Bleszinski, also known as Cliffy B,
Thanks.
the famous creator of Gears of War.
Otherwise
That
known
guy.
as Shelly F.
What?
Wait a minute, I had it.
Wait. He's got it.
Come on.
It's coming
Got
back.
Get
it,
the
I've got
joke
it,
back.
I've got it. Wait,
Cliffy
wait.
B.
I
Don't
had
crash and burn.
Shelly F, Shelly F. Cliffy B, Shelly F.
Cliffy E.
Cliffy B.
Cl-
Shelly F.
Come on.
Cliffy.
You can
What,
do it.
what
Get
exactly
it
are you
out,
trying
come
to
on.
find?
There was something.
Come on. I
There
want to
was a
laugh.
joke?
I'm ready to laugh.
Did you have a
Go ahead.
joke?
I did.
You had
Yep.
a joke?
Go
Shelly F. Shelly F.
I was
Look at
going.
me,
I
look
was
at me.
gonna do it.
Shelly
Jesus
F.
Christ. Guys, can we talk about my video games
Yes.
now? My video
Can-
games.
No,
No, wait a
My
minute.
show.
Oh, you're working on a game with
Let's
Cliffy
forget
B?
all
Yep,
of that
confirmed.
happened.
All right, I'll edit
Please.
all of that out.
Please.
Yeah, so Cliffy B announced he's got a new game
Bastard.
studio, Boss Key Studios. It's like a
Boss Keys.
I know, it's cute. And they're
No.
making a game, and right now it's codenamed Blue Streak,
and it's
like the movie with Martin
Yeah.
Lawrence.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's funny.
and it's
I don't know.
free.
It's going to be a free-to-play game. It's going to be a free-to-play first-person shooter, which we've seen 1,000 times before. But with what Cliffy B is saying, it
Shelly
kind of
F.
seems like
I edited all of that out, and now I have to leave it in.
yeah, great. It kind of seems like he wants to change the way like everyone just goes, oh, free to play, sucks automatically.
Mhm.
So
That's what I thought.
It's not just going to be like from what I've seen. Like I've looked into like what he said about these things in interviews, and it doesn't seem like it's just going to be like, you want this cool gun, $399. It's not going to work like that. He wants to change that because that shit
Good.
sucks. So that's why I'm gonna
I couldn't
be
believe
interested.
how bad Dead Space was because of that. And that was unbelievable.
You had to buy
You had
guns.
to buy guns with
Yeah.
real money.
With real, yeah,
With real money.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's old news. But
Oh,
anyway,
shit.
that's video games this week. Video games want your money. That's basically the
Dude,
moral of the story.
What's that game called? Dots
Dots?
on the phones. It's a mobile game called Dots.
I never played it.
It looks fun. It looks like right up my alley. But you get 10 tries, and then you have,
it's
you
like
have to
some Candy
wait.
Crush bullshit.
You have to wait like 10 hours to
Yeah,
get your
not doing
tries
that.
back.
Not doing
Or
that.
you could pay $1 to get them back right
I'm
away.
glad you can provide some relevant insight to this. Thank you, Eric.
Fuck you, Jake.
So let's talk about the poll. Last week's poll
Yeah, sure.
was, what did you do on the 4th of July?
I'm done eating now, so you can shut your
Oh.
fucking mouth.
Uh,
Yeah, what did you guys do first?
I got. Well, we had a party on the 5th of July.
Yeah, because it
we
rained
got
on the
rained
4th.
out.
Boo.
I got way too
Oh,
drunk.
kaboo. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got responsibly drunk
else?
though.
Oh, so you drove only locally.
A little bit. No, see, it's never. It's like the worst of two worlds. It's like usually when you get too drunk, at least
Wait,
you got like a funny.
responsibly drunk, but you didn't get too drunk?
No,
But you
here's
got
what
really
happened.
drunk?
I was drinking all day, but I was
drank all
able to
day.
pace myself at a point where I wasn't like embarrassing
Guys, just
myself.
remember, Mike is not a role model. Do not listen
No.
to Mike.
I mean,
are
if-
any of us role models?
I
Go
am.
on.
I burned my thumb setting off fireworks.
Nice.
Um,
Dude, that's more fun than I had.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
we had some.
You're
pretty-
saying that in a good way, right?
Yeah,
All right, good, yeah.
Well, and like we lit off a lot of fireworks.
Damn
that
it,
was
I didn't have
cool.
a goddamn firework. My
Um,
family doesn't seem to understand that, like,
Breaking
That's
the law is
fucking
awesome.
You
cool.
have to
yeah.
obtain them illegally.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Whatever.
in New York, at least. In the state
yeah,
of
that,
New
how
York.
sad is that fucking...
Laws.
New York is great, but that's one
Yeah.
pathetic
We also
fucking
know
thing.
that you're like an anarchist or whatever. Like you're
It's
like,
not
an
anarchy at
anarchist,
all. Freedom, actually, is what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
Every
I don't know
other
what that
state is
is.
allowed to have them. Oh man, they
We almost-
they tried to buy ban large
we-
sodas. Jake, do you remember that?
We
ask
almost.
me what
Yeah.
I did on 4th of July. No,
well,
go ahead.
after he
I was just
finishes.
gonna say,
Oh, the
we-
climax.
almost could have been the 4th of July to tell my grandkids about because we lit off a firework, one of those mortars, you put them in the tube.
Of course.
And, and it was this close from hitting a bat.
Oh.
A bat flew
my
right
God.
over it.
Oh my God.
It was like an
Dodged
inch
it.
away from exploding. A bat in pure America freedom, just like boom.
I wish.
And it was just that close. And like I would have been famous. I would have been on TV.
You lit it.
Man blows
Yeah,
up
I lit
bat
it, yeah.
with amazingly accurate fireworks.
Did you
was
film
like-
it?
No,
So
I
then
didn't.
no one would have known. You
Everybody at
could
the
have
party.
told us that.
Well, he would have
Everybody
told
at
his
the-
grandkids
yeah.
about it.
Well, go. So what did you do,
Yeah.
Jake?
I went to bed at like 9 o'clock.
And I. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
on the 4th. What about the 5th?
I went to
8
bed
o'clock.
at like
Yeah.
10. I went to bed at like
10
10
o'clock. I stayed up a little later.
I've been really tired. I don't know.
Good for you. Actually, I was tired too. I woke up like 3
Yeah,
hours
it
late today.
happens. I'm
Anyway, my cousins were visiting. 4th of July, I didn't do much because it was raining. 5th of July, we went out to see some fireworks in West Hampton Beach area, and all I could think, I was like, man, do you all have in your minds like your best 4th of July ever? Yeah, right.
No.
No, really?
No,
Like my best 4th of July ever was like.
My past 4th of ever since I started drinking, 4th of
Okay,
July
it's
has
always
not
been
been
great.
the best. Yeah.
Oh, it's been the worst.
Well, yeah.
My best 4th of July was like years ago,
Yeah,
and
when I was younger, I
until
remember.
I am shooting off fireworks and sitting there right where everybody's shooting them off, I want to have another good one because
Come
like,
to my house, motherfucker.
maybe I will, maybe invite me, motherfucker. But
guess
because it's just like watching fireworks is one thing, but lighting them off is the only thing that matters to
Yeah.
me. Like I want to be in danger.
Like,
That's
look
the
at
fun.
this.
Yeah,
Look
man,
at
that looks
that.
good. He's got a nice.
Yeah.
He's
It's
missing
like-
a thumb
There's
almost.
little skin, little muscle.
looks like it hurt.
Sure.
You okay?
Yeah,
Well,
looks like
that was
fun.
actually a big blister before, and then my dog bit my thumb and popped the blister.
Oh wait, so it had nothing to do with.
No.
You missed it.
I lit
I see. It was a
Yeah.
blister from.
from the fireworks.
Okay. Then you ate the
Then-
blister.
The dog ate the blister.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty good, dog. You
Well,
were right to do
anyway.
that.
In third place, Jake said, fixing my broke ass car. Thanks.
Wait, what is number 3 on what? The poll?
Yeah.
You gotta like bring people back.
What did you do
We
on the 4th
probably
of July?
forgot what it
Sorry.
was. Yeah,
What did you do on the 4th of July?
July?
Number 2, Stephen Brinkerhoff said, my cult gathered together and sacrificed a goat to our overlord Uncle Sam, and then we had a nice barbecue.
That's a pretty good answer.
And
That's
of course,
funny.
in first place, fucking Lonnie, that asshole, said, ran down my street holding a Confederate flag in between my butt cheeks while I yelled, USA, USA, USA. Anybody who isn't white or can speak English can adapt or get out America. I like
that's
that.
a mouthful to be
Wow.
screaming.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot.
Can't run that fast, so no one will hear what he says.
That was last week's poll question. This week's poll question is, who is your favorite Homestar Runner character?
Ooh.
And this is a good
Oh,
question because it could be anybody.
It's a good one.
Like you'd
Yeah.
think, who's your favorite? Oh, don't say it. Actually, don't say it. Sorry.
Yeah, I got it. though.
Let's just say, we'll know next week, and maybe he'll know next
Yeah,
week too.
I gotta come up with
Go to
one.
facebook.com/prettymuchit to vote in this week's poll, and we'll find out what you guys thought next week. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It'll
Now,
be fun.
Jake, do me a favor. We need a little intro song to #AskPMI.
Let's do a barbershop quintet. I
ready?
mean, triplet.
Ready? Quiet on the set, please. Ready? Quiet on the set, please. Hashtag ask PMI.
You make up that beat, Jake?
No, that was actually a song.
I made up the beat.
Ask PMI.
Yes. First, we have a lot of questions because we were so skimped out on movie news that I figured, hey, let's
Oh,
answer a bunch of
jeez,
questions.
Okay, come on.
Um,
Bring him. Bring him on.
At Time's Up Official asks, is it too late to ask a question? It wasn't when you asked, but it is now. Noah, our buddy Noah at Doanel, favorite kind of Girl Scout cookie? Thin Mints.
Samoa's after they've been in the freezer, specifically.
I guess you
With
go
the Girl Scout.
Thin Mints. We don't get Girl Scouts anymore.
What?
The children.
What?
Chil-
We don't got
I'm not
what?
allowed within 100 feet of children.
That
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
surprise
So
me.
they know not to come to
Because,
you.
yeah, they know not to go to my
Was
house.
it your dog? Was it related to your dog? Your old dog that fucking killed people?
Yeah. They found all the bodies in my room.
Oh, shit.
And I was
Oh,
like,
you
I
brought
was
them
like-
in.
you were like,
and you were
"Dog!"
Yeah.
My dog put them
Yeah,
here.
my dog put it there. I swear.
Also, the shortbread ones are pretty good. I don't know what they're called.
At Chat Film asked, was there an alternate title before Pretty Much It? You guys know, right? I've said this
yeah.
before. And people listening might know as well.
What is it
Fuck
called?
bitches.
What is
But
it?
before it was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
Much
remember.
It, and all of a sudden it hit me. The
It
thing
was
is
from
like,
a song.
yes, it's kind of, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
The thing about Pretty Much It is I didn't realize that I ended most of my videos from my old channel with, and that's pretty much it. It was just something I say, you know what I mean? And now, of course, I've ruined that in my life because I can't say it without people being like, "Buh." Yeah, all right. And so, so there was another name, and it didn't quite click. And then as soon as I thought of Pretty Much It, I was like, oh, done, that's it.
Yeah.
But the name was This Modern Life,
This Modern Life. That's
based
what it was,
on
yeah.
the song This Modern Love.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Wrong. By Block Party. I never even thought of that, Modern Life. I just said This Modern Life.
Now you have.
Anyway, at Static Struck and at
Static Shock?
Harris Ansari, any relation to Bill Clinton, said, will PMI ever hire... Well, they both kind of asked, do you need interns? Will PMI ever hire? Hell yeah. Not now. Not yet. I just was telling you why I need an intern.
Yeah, I could just do that. We don't need any interns.
You want to wake up and do that?
Yeah, I want to be the intern.
All right, fine. So maybe Jake will just
I'll
be the intern.
Jake,
Sorry, guys.
I'll
the
be
answer is
Jake
no.
the intern. I'll be the new...
JTE. I've never heard
I'll
that
be
one
the new
before.
Jete, yeah.
Jete.
Yeah.
So, yeah, honestly, though, we'll see.
We'll
I feel like it wouldn't be pretty much it needs him so much as Existence Media needs him.
Yeah.
Because it would be pity applause, pretty much it,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, which
And the thing that was up
We
here
need a
that I'm not
coffee
going to
boy.
say. I'm working on this. The thing that had the notes up here. I'm writing it. Anyway, I don't know why it matters to you. At Kyle Gaff asked, have you ever walked out of a movie?
Yep.
See, now, let me just... no, because then I feel like I can't say shit about the movie.
Okay.
You have to watch the whole thing to be able to
Ever
talk
been
about it,
so
I think.
bad.
Well, I've
For
never-
example, and the reason is, for example, if you ask my sister what she thought of District 9, she'll say she thought it sucked. She watched 10 minutes and
Wow,
was like,
that's-
I don't like this. And she'll tell people it sucked.
Yeah, that's no
She
good.
didn't even watch it.
That's no good.
But she won't tell you she didn't watch it. That's the problem.
This
So I
kinda
watch them all.
Kind of doesn't count.
And if
but,
you're at home, it doesn't count. If you turn a movie off at home, it doesn't count either, I don't
This
think.
kind of doesn't count because I went to the movie theaters with my mom and my dad. We were bringing my mom out to see one of those those nature movies that come out every year. It was like the monkeys.
Yeah.
I was
She's like, it's my birthday.
Yeah, it's like-
I'll do what I
yeah.
want.
I was like, I can't
that's
fucking take
boring.
this anymore. And I
So
walked
you
out.
technically walked out.
And I went into Hunger Games for free.
The second one?
The first one.
The first one, okay.
And I didn't hate
No,
it.
he didn't hate it, but the second one was
Oh,
much
yeah,
better.
he did.
Wait, you said the second
no,
one, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it much better?
It was much better. But the thing
Dude.
about the Hunger Games is that I hate everything
That is
about
the Hunger Games, right? But the second one was so little of it was Hunger
But
Games.
when it got to the Hunger Games, I was like, this is
But then the
bullshit.
very
Like,
ending was
Had this
so good.
conversation 1,000
Oh, you
times
like the
already.
ending? Oh, I thought it was the worst thing I've ever
I
seen.
literally couldn't
Yeah.
breathe, and then when
Yeah.
it ended, because remember it was a big cliffhanger.
Uh-huh. That's why I hated it.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, well, did you like The Hobbit too?
Not the ending.
Oh, same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
if I don't see it coming, I'll lose my mind because I didn't know that was. I knew Hobbit 2 had a cliffhanger. I didn't know Hunger Games did, and so when it ended, I was so into it. And I was like losing my mind. I was so excited by what's going on, and then all of a sudden it ended, and I literally went.
Fuck.
No, I was pissed, but I was excited because I was like, wow, I
think they did
got
a
really
good
into
job. They
that.
ended it really
It's like,
good.
yeah, and it was just really weird how they chose to end like the final frame of it with Philip Seymour Hoffman just
Right?
like I mean like at mid injection.
It was so weird.
And I was just like, I mean, should they be putting that in there? That's
No,
not good for kids.
That's weird. They should not have. What about you, dude? What movie did you walk out of?
I didn't even really walk out of it, but I
He
did
walked.
not,
He walked out
Oh,
of
I would
Fast
like
and
to know.
Furious because he
I
was
walked
crying.
out of because I didn't even want to sit for the after the credits scene. Green Lantern. The second
can
it went
imagine that.
black, the second the last
So
scene
you didn't
and it went
walk
dark,
out. You
I
walked
got,
out in the
I
sense
got
that
up
you
and
skipped the
I
credits.
ran out and I said,
I ran
I
out.
said, fuck this.
Help!
I'm like, let me guess. They're gonna show Sinestro. I don't give a fuck.
And they
this
did.
movie was so bad.
Can we change this question around to if you fall asleep during a movie?
Oh, I fall asleep.
I've done that
during,
plenty of
during a lot of
times, yeah.
movies. You know what
Yeah.
movie I fell asleep during? Elysium.
Really?
Wow, you did.
didn't- I
When we
didn't-
saw it with Chris Stuckman.
Yeah, it was Stuckman, and I all of a sudden there was a moment where I was like, and I woke up and I was like, I didn't
We
miss
were
anything.
tired.
I
We
was
were
well, I
tired.
was tired from driving, but also I just thinking back. Do you remember anything about that movie?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, wow.
I watched it like 7 times.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
I've seen it like 3 times.
That was like
Yeah.
that was the most. We were talking about like
It's fun.
super
It's
okay. That
dumb.
was like the most okay movie I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it wasn't.
I fell
All I
asleep,
remember from the movie is just that every single line of Jodie Foster's dialogue was redubbed. It was redubbed. Why?
I fell asleep in Independence Day when I was a kid.
Oh, when you were a kid?
You
Eh.
I wasn't allowed to go. I was really
No,
my
no,
dad-
At home?
No,
Or in the
mo-
theater?
In the
Oh,
movie
wow.
theater. I remember.
What?
I
That was like
remember
94, 93.
Yeah.
You were
no,
2.
No. It was like
96?
95
Yeah.
at least.
So you're
All right,
probably
so you were
like 5.
3.
I was
Excuse
4.
me. All right.
I remember, like, you know, in the beginning of like it parts in the movie where it just says like the date.
Yeah.
I remember that being the last memory, and then like the credits.
Oh, so
come
you were
up.
like
Yeah.
an infant and you just
I
and you just happened to
You
remember
missed
it.
the dog jumping.
Yeah. I
Well,
missed
what
the
other
dog
than an
jumping
infant
from-
falls asleep in like 5 seconds?
That's literally. I feel like that is the epitome of Jake. The dog jumping and missing a bomb.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that's if I made a movie, that's what it would be about.
At Theater Kid
whole
Maddie,
movie.
if you could remake a bad movie to be good, like a movie that you thought had a good premise but was really not good, what would you make?
Silent Hill.
Right. Okay.
I think,
we've talked. I think we have talked
yeah,
about
I
this.
say sometimes like how video games now you can't make movies out of them
Sure.
because they're so like. But Silent Hill, the movie was so close. The first movie was like it had all of like the aesthetics right.
Yeah.
But if
the
it just-
story and
The story and the acting was just
so boring.
like,
so boring. Not
bad.
even. I really think
Like,
it was bad. It was just boring.
boring and bad. It was
Yeah.
just they had something. They could have had something really good.
Right.
But
I would remake Man of Steel, and it would be like
Well.
the first like 20 minutes or so.
Extended over an hour and a half.
Yeah, no,
That would
yeah,
be a great movie.
Yep, exactly.
I was crying in the first 20 minutes, and
the
then I
first
was like,
20 minutes or so, a guy would walk up to the screen. He'd have like
"Oh, I think
spiky hair.
okay, never mind. I misunderstood what you
No,
were saying."
he'd have like spiky hair, and he'd have a skateboard, and he'd point at the camera and he'd say, "Fucking listen to me. This movie is good. Stop being a snob."
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold
so
on.
you would just remake you would just play Man of Steel.
You would add
But
in
you would
a
add
scene.
that in the minute 20 minutes in
Some guy skateboard up to the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
at like the emotional climax of the opening part.
Yeah.
He
and they'll
skateboards
just-
up to the
Listen,
camera and
this
says,
movie's
"This
gonna be
movie's
fucking good. Stop being a snob. It's good.
Wait, I forget. Did you like Man of Steel?
I really liked it.
Oh,
I wouldn't
shit.
say I loved
I
it, but I really
recently,
liked it.
I just liked it at the time, and now I'm like,
Oh, and I
Man
would
of
also.
Steel is like my poster boy image for bad movie.
Wow.
Now, it's
oh,
like,
say
I
fuck
wasn't.
you.
I didn't think it was.
You're a
oh,
snob.
Jesus, I
This
didn't
is
even.
why
I'm not a
my
snob.
remake is
It's
for
a-
you.
It's like just perfectly bad. It's not like, oh, I fucking hate it. It's just like, wow, Man of Steel, that's a bad movie.
Okay,
Like,
and also
It's like a poorly made movie that you can enjoy. Basically,
I couldn't even
also,
enjoy
You
it.
could. I'm
I
saying
I
people
would,
do.
I would remake.
If you were on a
Iron
lot
It's
of
Man
not
3.
very well made, but you
No,
can
yeah.
enjoy it. Sure.
I
Yeah, like
re-
cocaine.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
see, I like having fun. Sorry.
Me too, and I really wish it
Yeah.
wasn't dark and fucking gritty.
It was barely. Are you kidding me? There was guys flying around, punching each other, throwing each other through buildings. That's
Dude,
not dark and gritty
he
at
was
all.
literally wearing like a gray pantsuit.
You know what? You know what else I would remake?
Gray pants.
I would want to remake Iron Man 3, and not even remake. I'm just George Lucas. I tweak movies.
And make the villain behind the villain
I know.
better.
I would just
was the only
I
flaw
would
in
no
my eyes.
no Iron Man 3. The lights go out and it
In the
just
theater?
yeah, and it goes before the movie starts, and it goes, warning: the movie you are about to see is gonna have something a little different. So just you know what?
And George Lucas says it.
Disclaimer. This movie is
a little
not like
different.
not like
So-
the rest.
So just be open
Be
to
careful.
it and see what you think.
Eat your popcorn now.
Just be ready for it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
Here's mine. And this is just the one that I think of immediately, but I'm sure I can think of others. The Collector.
Oh, yeah.
Coolest
God.
premise.
Yeah, you were
ever.
saying that.
Guys rob a house and find out someone's already robbing the house, or so they think. Obviously, the Collector
Yeah.
turns into some
Did
stupid
they all
fucking
fight or
nonsense.
something, or-
Some stupid fucking nonsense.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
That's such a cool idea, and it was such a fucking terrible movie.
Oh man.
I was so excited. It was such an interesting idea.
That was,
So that
it
would
was,
be the Collector.
It was hilariously bad though.
It was so
It
bad.
was funny,
And it's
though,
almost
yeah.
it's too stupid for a commentary track. Even we thought about doing it,
Yeah. It was like,
but maybe the sequel. The sequel I think is on Netflix.
Oh,
We could do the sequel
Jesus.
because you haven't seen it.
no.
Sequel's even worse.
Oh god.
How could it not be? Of course, because the first one at least has that cool premise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sequel is just.
Yeah. Jeepers Creepers. Anyway, speaking of Jeepers Creepers, no, I wouldn't remake that.
No, 'cause they're good.
And then finally, the last question is at TS Griffin 1223 asks us, and this is perfect going from Man of Steel. How much longer will Dark and Gritty last? I honestly think we're on the way out.
Yeah, I
Really?
think so too.
Look at Guardians, man. It's gonna be huge.
I hope it
You know,
is.
toys are flying off the shelves. Kids are going fucking apeshit for this shit.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, I mean, we've always talked about dark and gritty. It's kind of become our thing that we complain about.
It's a gag.
But I never had a problem with dark and gritty at all.
Dark and Gritty is not
It's not.
bad.
It's not bad. It's just overused.
It's only bad
I-
when it's like, hey, remember that thing that wasn't dark and gritty before?
like it.
No, it is.
Yeah, and it's also embarrassing when they're like, "We're going to make it dark and gritty." Like they don't even know that's a
That's-
joke.
yeah,
they
that's-
don't know that that's
yeah,
a joke.
that-
Yeah,
by
like
now.
when they
Almost
come out
absurd.
and they say like, yeah, we're making a Flash movie, but it's gonna be dark and gritty.
Yeah,
And
that's
How do they
really-
not? How have they not heard about us?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's Ask PMI. That's pretty much it. Oh, I said it too early.
Oh
Shit, do we have to finish now?
Now what do we
Cut
say?
the
Do we say
black.
it again? And it goes.
Shit, I'll say I'll say it.
Well-
It's like HTML. I have to open the
Talk to
code
you guys
again.
next time.
So welcome to pretty much it. Now we're open again, and now I
Okay.
can close it again. Yeah, thanks for enjoying this episode. Assuming you enjoyed it. If not, then you should have stopped listening a long time
Talk
ago
to you on
because
the
it was
interwebs.
mostly what you'd expect. Love you so much. See you at Pity Applause potentially. There's a gathering in Central Park on the 26th.
Gathering of the
There's
Juggalos.
a cool stuff going on. 25th is Pity Applause as well. I don't know. Whatever. I love you all. Goodbye. That's pretty much it.